After some rain in the area, we do have first pitch coming up between the Mets and the Braves. Third of a 4-game series. Mother Nature has given us at least the dreaded window with which to start this game today. It's the veteran left-hander Martin Perez, the 35-year-old, back and forth between the rotation and the bullpen. And through it all, Andrew, he has been the Braves' most consistent starting pitcher. Francisco Lindor with a couple of hits in the Mets' loss last night.
1-2, hit on the ground to third. Riley has trouble with it. It bounces off his chest to his left. Lindor is safe on an E5. So that is how this game begins for the Mets. You get a gift.
And these are the type of opportunities that we talk about with the Mets. I mean, you get a gift, you got to go. You have to take advantage of it.
Ripped over first, base hit going into right field. Lindor hits second. He's on his way to third. Yastrzemski fires towards second. Soto going for two. The slide, the tag, he's out.
Juan Soto thought that he had second base easily. And that throw out of right field from Yastrzemski to Jarvis right in time. And Jim put the tag on the backside of Juan Soto. And there's the first out.
Soto trying to make something happen right now with this Mets team.
Now the infield in with a runner at third for Bo Bichette.
Line to left field, falling fast. Base hit for Bichette. Lindor comes in to score. Dubon fires in. Bo Bichette, the Met RBI leader, adds another. It is 1-0 New York. 3 batters into the first inning. For Bichette, his 48th RBI. And that gift error that put Lindor on, he gets over, and Bichette knocks him in.
And it's already a win for the Mets. You scored the unearned run. Now, how do you capitalize further?
There's Taylor with 2 on and 2 out. 1-0 New York.
Great one-hop pick by the rookie shortstop to prevent any further damage. Jim Jarvis, show us what you got. Mets get a run, but it could have been worse.
Nolan McLean's had a little bit of an up-and-down season as a rookie. You expect that, and he's had to get locked back in to get that big spin back over the plate. Very good his last time out.
Well, that just did touch his foot, I believe. And he has first base as he's hit by the pitch from McLean.
When error starts the top of the first, a hit batsman in the bottom of the first, and now it's Ozzie Albies with a chance. Runner aboard.
Down the right field line towards the corner, down for a fair ball, and rolling all the way to the wall. To third base, Baldwin runs into a stop sign. It's a double for Ozzie Albies.
After the Mets took an instant 1-0 lead, here come the Braves. 2 batters in. They've got second and third, nobody out in the bottom of the first.
2 balls and a strike on Matt Olson. Couple of homers in the series. That's lined out to left. Good sliding grab by Taylor will keep everybody in check on base. And a well-earned first out behind Nolan McLean.
So here comes Michael Harris. Infield comes halfway in on a tear lately. He homered last night. He homered in game 1 as well. Ground ball up the middle, base hit into center field. Baldwin scores. Here comes Ozzie Albies. Braves take the lead. Michael Harris means business, and it's 2-1 Braves here in the first.
And just like that 1-0 lead is gone. It's 2-1 Atlanta.
Pick off to first base. It's a terrible throw. All the way to the sidewall up the right field line. Harris around second. Bench fires all the way from deep right. Not in time. Harris is at third. Nolan McLean with a horrible pickoff throw, and Harris gets 2 bags out of it.
This has been an unfortunate start after a 1-0 lead. Infield in all the way around.
Another RBI base hit up the middle.
Every mistake the Mets seem to make this season draws blood. And right there again, the error at first base gets him to third, base hit, the infield in, once again drawing blood.
Ewing 4 homers and 19 RBIs. Did not get a chance last night because Chris Sale was on the mound, but he's in there against this lefty and Martin Perez. Ewing sends a high fly, right center. This is deep. Harris back on the track, at the wall, gone! A.J. Ewing into the Braves bullpen. His first ever home run against Atlanta at Truist Park. It pulls the Mets to within 1. We got that kind of game going. It is now 3-2 Braves on Ewing's 5th of his rookie season. The Mets answering right back. Have hit a home run, have set up second and third with nobody out. And the top of the order is coming up. For Beatty, that's his 12th double of the year.
First time through the lineup for Martin Perez. Of the 9 hitters he faced, 6 of them have reached base. Lindor started the trouble, reaching on an error in the first inning.
Lined over short, base hit going into left. Terens is in. Beatty's held up as Dubon chucks it in from third. Good read by Lindor, who goes to second on the throw to the plate. The Mets have tied the game 3-3 and are still set up with second and third and nobody out. Lindor ties the game and finds the opening there, getting into scoring position as the throw came to the plate. So Soto, does he smell blood here? These are the moments, the momentum moments where you feel like the team really could jump on you here. Line to right center field. Soto does the job. Beatty is in. They're going to wave around Lindor. He scores standing up. Juan Soto adds 2 more, and the Mets are back in front. 5-3 New York in the second. It's a 4-run inning for the Mets.
Mets take a 5-3 lead. There have been runs scored in all 3 half innings so far. Bottom of the Atlanta order against Nolan McLean. Wondering what to do with all the runs of support early on today. Here's Ozzie Albies now with runners at the corners. Ozzie's been great this year with runners in scoring position. A .343 average in spots like this.
Hit hard on the ground, right side, past the diving Vientos, but fielded by Beatty, who throws back to Vientos, who covered the bag. That was an uh-oh moment there, had Vientos not been able to get back in time, but he did, and Beatty throws out Albies.
6 in a row retired by McLean, who's found his stride here in the middle innings today, Todd. Wiped that first inning away, and this has been a really good start to the game for Nolan McLean. Martin Perez, for his part, has also settled down here in the middle innings.
He's retired the last 8 batters thanks to the double play that got him in the second. Swinging a hot shot up the middle, hits Perez, caroms over towards the line, and he tosses underhand to retire Soto.
One hopper back to him, and that was a line drive that squared up the left elbow, it looks like.
That's a shame because Martin Perez had really fallen into a nice groove, and it's the hit by pitch that forces him to exit. The Braves will go to the bullpen. Meanwhile, Nolan McLean, after a rough start, has kind of calmed the waters. He's retired 7 in a row. Chopper to first. Vientos knocks it down, then fumbles it, and Jarvis is aboard.
Vientos has not had a great weekend here in Atlanta defensively. For McLean, he had just started to settle in too. He had retired 7 batters in a row before that E3. You can make it now a new run if you want, with Baldwin flying out. Albies coming up. Swing and a miss. McLean wins the battle. Took 9 pitches, but he goes up and up and up the ladder to strike out the short lefty Ozzie Albies. That's the 4th McLean strikeout. 2 outs in the 5th.
Olsen 0 for 2 today. He has struck out, and again has struck out 5 times in his 7 career appearances against McLean.
Chopped weakly to second base. Here comes Beatty. Bends to pick it up. Wings it to first in time to get Matt Olson. And that ends the inning. So the leadoff error does not come back to hurt McLean. He's toughened up.
But Nolan McLean really has turned things around today, guys, after that wobbly first inning.
In fact, he has recently retired 10 of the last 11. Up high, ball 4, but Terens challenges. McLean hopped off the mound, ready to skedaddle back to the dugout, thinking he dropped the mic there on strike 3. It is strike 3. And so McLean can continue on his merry way. He has retired 12 of the last 13 batters that he faced.
It has stayed a 5-3 game ever since New York scored 4 in the top of the second, in part because Nolan McLean has gotten really stingy this afternoon after an earlier stumble. He's back out there for the 7th inning. Riley off the end of the bat into shallow right. Ben's coming on, and that's going to drop in a fair ball. That ball had trouble written on it from the jump.
McLean's afternoon is done. Brooks Raley is coming in.
And now Eli to the plate, who has absolutely tortured the Mets this year.
Swing and a miss. Got him. Beat him with a cutter. And Raley gets the first out. And instead of Jim Jarvis, it is Jorge Mateo. One away, runner at first. Swinging a chopper, hits a third. Bichette charges. Fields with the bare hand. Throws to first. Got him. A really nice play by Bo Bichette. Riley goes to second, but there's 2 outs.
Probably one of the best plays we've seen Bichette make all season at third.
Drake Baldwin 1 for 2 today. Single also hit by a pitch. Altogether 1 for 10 in this series.
Swung on, popped towards center. Lindor out, waves everybody off, makes the catch, a couple of steps onto the grass for the final out. Brooks Raley comes in, inherits a runner, strands the runner in scoring position.
Luke Weaver has worked 24 straight scoreless innings, the longest active relief inning stretch, and the 3rd longest scoreless streak in franchise history.
2-2 is in there. Got him looking. Olsen, though, taps his helmet. He wants to challenge this pitch, and it is strike 3. So Weaver gets Albies, gets Olsen, and now he has to get Harris. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. This is an unbelievable run right now for Luke Weaver. 23 games in a row, 25 innings in a row without allowing a run. Cookie Carrasco, Carlos back out there. He'll face Tyrone Taylor, A.J. Ewing, and Luis Terens. Taylor drives it high, deep left center. This one is back. This one is gone. Tyrone Taylor for the second straight day. Drives one, 4 rows back in the left field seats, and the Mets grab a run for the first time since way back in the second inning. It is 6-3 New York.
It's a massive insurance run. It just changes the complexion of the ninth inning dramatically.
Yeah, that'll load the bases for Bo Bichette, who's got a couple of hits already today. A homer, a single, and 2 walks.
Still a save situation. Bichette has a huge at bat right here to put this thing potentially out of reach.
Well hit out to center field. Harris on the move at the track, looking up. It's over his head. Beatty scores easily. So does Lindor. They throw on the brakes for Soto. It's a 2-run double for Bo Bichette, and the Mets enjoy their biggest lead of the afternoon. It's 8-3 New York.
The Mets grab 2 more runs. Snag even more here with second and third for Jared Young. Young lines it to left center field. That is a base hit. That'll bring in 2 more runs. Soto is in. Bichette behind him. 10-3 New York. What a ninth inning for the Mets. To try to put this thing out of reach, Jared Young plates 2 and gives the Mets a 7-run push-in.
You know, that 5-run inning that we just watched in the top of the ninth felt like it was just window dressing. Maybe it was more important than we thought, because here come the Braves.
The bases are loaded. A run is already in, and Huascar Brazobán is just dying for a little help here.
With 1 away now, back to the top of the order, Drake Baldwin.
Taylor going to go back. Taylor goes to the wall. That thing is out of here. It's gone. That went over the wall. The runners didn't know what happened. They all froze. Yeah, that's definitely gone. I saw fans reaching for the ball, and a fan came up with it. It's clear as day that was gone.
Yeah, it was in the shrubbery between the wall and the seating area.
That'll be it for Brazobán. The Braves wear him out.
First career grand slam. This was a 10-3 game about 10 minutes ago. And the Braves now have the tying run in the on-deck circle. Devin Williams was not thinking he was going to get into this game when it was 10-3 about 10 minutes ago. But here he is.
Now it's up to Matt Olson to extend the game. If he can reach, then Michael Harris would come to the plate representing the tying run. Olson pulls it down the right field line. A fair ball that rattles the corner. Olson digging for second. Here's the throw out of right field. It's late. It's a double by Matt Olson, and the tying run will come to the plate.
Games like this don't come around very often. First one since 2019 where each team scores 5 in the top and bottom of the ninth.
All the way to the backstop. Bounced a changeup to third base on an extremely wild pitch is Matt Olson. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Harris bounced it to the right side, gloving at first base. Young throws to the bag, and not in time! Not in time! The game continues. Olson scores. Winning run will come to the plate. Young was giving ground. He gloved it, and by the time he sent it to Williams, it's like he was reaching for the bag, Tom, but couldn't find it. Here's Mauricio Dubon. You want to talk about a guy with a full resume of clutch hits for the Braves this year. Mauricio lines it down the left field line. A base hit down to second base. Harris digging for third. Throw out of left field from Taylor. Not in time. It's a double by Dubon. Unbelievable. Tying run is at third. Winning run is at second.
How about this? The longtime Met, former first-rounder Dom Smith has a chance to finish what would be an epic comeback for Atlanta.
And this game will not end. The Braves will not stop. They have all the momentum on their side. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And the Mets win the damn thing 10-9. 6 runs in the ninth for the Braves, but Devin Williams gets the save. It was ugly. It was terrifying. It was sweaty. But a win is a win.